Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm working on this Glock 21 over here, and I'm having some difficulties with this Lone Wolf trigger group. Okay, now I didn't know I was buying a Lone Wolf trigger group. It's just, I ordered a complete lower parts kit from eBay, and it basically happened to be a Lone Wolf trigger group. I got two of them. Right? Actually, an entire lower parts kit, but the housing definitely says Lone Wolf on it. Let me show you guys a problem that I'm having. Slides on. Okay, so basically the trigger's not coming back far enough. Oh, that time it released. Oh, that's now it's releasing. I hold my trigger down. Oh, now it's not releasing. Oh, inconsistent. Nope, not released. Not releasing. Not releasing. Oh, not released. So this is the second time I've had a problem with Lone Wolf trigger groups. The first time I was building a Glock 19, it had the same, very similar problem to what I'm having now. I did not realize at the time that it was specifically a trigger group problem. I didn't know if it was a frame. The problem with the Lone Wolf is that it's like a mixed Gen 4, Gen 3 parts, it was kind of hard to isolate. This Glock 21, PF45, is all Gen 3. So I'm kind of able to isolate the problem here. So let's all right. So first I want to show you guys if like right now the trigger's not releasing. What I'm doing to get it out, I'll hold the trigger back, and I'll take a 1/16 hole punch, get in there, and just push down on here, and that will release, and that will get the slide off. That's the easy way. This way I don't have to take off the back plate. All right, so let's talk about the history a little bit with this thing over here that I've been working on. Let's get you out. Okay. So first of all, I ordered two of these lower parts kits, and the problem was that the cruciform is basically too long. Not the cruciform, the sear, the back of the cruciform, the sear was hanging out way too far back, and it would, I realized that was the reason why it was not dropping. In fact, the trigger couldn't come back far enough to drop it. So what I did is I took a Dremel and I cut this. Basically, I shortened this a little bit over here. The problem is I went too far with this one, right? So I made this one too short so that it was just dropping too easy. So I would just touch the trigger, it would just drop. So I said, okay, this is now garbage. So a good thing I got a second one. Okay, so with this one over here, what I did is I marked it with a marker because now I had a better idea of what I was trying to do and what I needed to do. So what I did is I just marked the edge here with a marker. I took the Dremel and I just took a little bit off. Okay. So I took a little bit off. I put it in the gun and took a little bit off, and I think it was either dropping too easy or wasn't dropping. No, actually, it was after I took a little bit off. It wasn't engaging enough. Okay, and the reason is because this angle is slightly up, so as you cut it back, basically your angle drops a little bit. So what I did is I put this in a vise. I didn't do it with pliers. I'm just using this pliers to demonstrate. I put this in a vise and I bent it up a little bit. Okay, put it back in the gun and test it. At that point, I saw that it wouldn't release. Put it back in the vise, dropped it down a little bit, kept going back and forth. I got it at the point now where I think it's almost perfect, or close to perfect, and or not perfect, but close to where it's supposed to be. And what I'm doing is I'm just kind of using the stone here to try and get it to where it's supposed to be. I've done this a bunch of times. At this point, I do not have any confidence in this trigger group. So this is more of an exercise to see if I can get this to work. But I'm going to definitely order another trigger group for this Glock 21. So let's see if that got it to where it's supposed to be. But yeah, I just wanted to throw this out there. Let you hear what you guys have to say, because this is. The good thing is I know that this is the problem right here. Yeah, and I'm probably not going to get this to work. And even if I get it to work, I'm not going to trust it. But I'm going to order another trigger group from some other company other than Lone Wolf. Okay. Quick. Let's see. Let's do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rather than drive pins in there, I'm going to take the 1/8, push that all the way through to the back. That fits almost perfect. Okay, so we got 1/8 in the back, and then I'm going to take the 5/32, and that's going to go to where the trigger is. Okay, so that's almost perfect there. And as I move this, you can see that's moving pretty good. All right. And now let's well, it's gonna slide on there, and it's not releasing. Nope. Hold it down and see if I can. That time it released, but it's a dead trigger now. Did it reset? Dead trigger. No. Nothing. Squeezing it all the way. Nothing. It's not releasing. That time it released, but now it didn't reset. Nope. Dead. 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 Not releasing. Not releasing. So that's what this is. Let me do this. Let me. I'm gonna hold it to release this now. Rather than take the back plate off, which is the way I used to do this, I'm gonna hold the trigger down. I'm just gonna get this. There's a 1/16 punch. I'm gonna stick this in there in the hole. There we go. Just hit the sear, and it's gonna drop it. And it basically, basically all I did was just touch it and it dropped. So this is just messed up. This isn't. I don't think this is fixable at this point. And it sucks because I got two of these that are now garbage. And I think between the two of them, they probably cost about $100. Now this isn't the only problem I had with this. I also had a problem with the housing. When I put it in there, I noticed that it was. Well, actually, I didn't. Initially, what I noticed when I put this in there, and I was moving the trigger back and forth. Get back in there. Right, I saw that there was a lot of friction over here. Okay, so initially I thought there was a problem with the rails. Maybe they were too wide. I did sand, grind down the inside of the rails a little bit over here. Yeah, I thought the friction was here and this area over here. But then I noticed that the housing was actually bending in a little bit. So I noticed that the housing was bending in over here a little bit, and what that ended up being is the frame has like a little bit of meat over here that basically hits the housing right over here. Put this over here, so it hits the housing right here. This is the opposite of the trigger bar side. And what I did is I just took the Dremel and I just chewed this up, grinded this down a little bit over here, and I got that to fit in there, okay, So now when I put this in there, there's no bend. So I'm just kind of putting this out there in case you guys think that this is an issue. Now, this is This housing did come with an Allen screw that would go over there, and that was supposed to stop the trigger bar from coming back all the way. So my problem is it wasn't coming back far enough. So I took out this screw completely, all right, because I needed this to come all the way back and drop. So I just don't like Lone Wolf. I don't like this. There's no reason for that to even be there. I think so. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas. But my plan right now is just to get another trigger group for this PF45. You know what? While I got you guys here, I put the actual pins in there, and we'll see if that makes a difference. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but we'll put the actual pins in there just for the hell of it. Since I got this point, I'm ready to put this thing away. So let's get the back one in there. There. All right, so now let's we'll put the top bar in this time. Not that I think it's going to make a difference, because I think the purpose of this top bar, I think, is mainly to hold the slide catch spring in this place. But let's put it in there just so I don't lose it, so I know everything's in one place. And now we're going to put the trigger pin in there. Slide you in. There you go. One thing I will say, the pins do seem to be going easier on this build than my my 1917 build. I did not put the slide catch because I'm not worried about it working right now. About it locking. Nope. See. Same thing, it's not dropping back. If I hold it down, nope, not dropping, not dropping. That time is dead. Okay, so that time is dead. I hold it down, dead, holding it down, no, that time it released. So it's inconsistent. Like sometimes you'll reset, sometimes it's dead. Not releasing. Not releasing, not releasing, not releasing, holding down, there, nope. Now I can't get it to go dead now. Oh, that time it's dead. That time I racked it harder. Dead. Dead. So it seems if I rack the slide really hard, the vibration releases the seal. Yeah, that time is dead. All right, so at least I've discovered a pattern. If I do it slowly, it doesn't drop it. Doesn't drop it, doesn't drop it. Tighten this camera up a little bit. Yeah. Doesn't drop it, doesn't drop it. But if I do it, if I hold it down, yeah. Okay, so at least there's we have found the pattern there. If I hold the trigger down, release it really hard, the vibration drops the sear disengages from the firing pin. So let me know what you guys think, and if you agree with me that this is just a trigger group problem and that just needs to be replaced. And if you got any other ideas, let me know. I'll talk to you all soon.